Hello everyone, my name is Neha Gupta. I belong to Business Analytics batch. My student ID is PBA25_08020.
Hello, my name is Ujjwal Jain. I belong to Data Science batch and my ID is 20 PDS 25 underscore 09039.
Hello and good afternoon. This is Adarsh from the Data Science batch, and my student ID is PDS25_09049.
So my question from the Adarsh is, what is the scope of the project and why do you choose the same?
Okay, so I want to give the answer about the scope of the project, which is basically we can, add some more key features, or we can analyze some more key insights about our projects in future to, make our inventory management system more impactful. If we talk about the customer point of view, if we consider, like in our project only, we divided our book ratings into three categories, which is affordable, and by the rating also we divided, like for affordable we divided our categories of the book as per the price into affordable and premium books, right? And moderate also. And in the rating, on the behalf of rating, we did also the same thing. And hence, in the future, we can maintain our data set, or we can more enhance our data set to be target the target the particular audience that we want to target, as per the price, or as per the availability of our stocks. So yes, these are the future scopes of the project. And as I already answered about why do I choose the same, to target the audience as per the book of trends, or as per our stocks of books.
Okay, now you can ask me question.
Yes, so I want to ask you one question. Like, can you walk me through the most challenging technical problem you encountered in your project and how you resolved it?
Yeah.
Ujjwal, this
So
question is for you.
okay. So the
Yes.
most technical problem that I faced most challenging is the web scraping part because web scraping we have to apply the many libraries to pass the file pass the HTML file into the CSV file. So the most challenging part is this that in the website we have the ratings in the stars. So the challenges I face is to change that rating of the stars into the numbers. Like if a book has 3 stars, then I have to convert it to the number 3. So for that, I make a function called get rating, which is used to detect the stars and convert it to the numbers. So this is the most challenging part which I faced and encountered in the project, and I solved it by using the function using get rating. Okay. Now you can ask any question from Neha.
Okay. So, Nega, a third question is for you. So the question is, what specific technologies did you use, and why did you choose them for this particular project?
So the technologies I have used for book inventory analysis are VS Code for web scraping part and for MySQL Workbench for SQL queries. And for the EDA and visualization part, we have used Jupyter Notebook. The question is why we have used them. The main thing is like for the VS Code, we for the wave scraping part we have used VS Code because there we can write the code very easily and also uh, see the error and we can correct them very easily. For the SQL part, we can write the queries there and we can analyze the insights, what the things are happening and what the information we can get from them. And for the third part, Jupyter Notebook is used because for the visualization part and the area part, we can perform each operation and we can find the output by performing each section of the questions. So for these reasons, we have used VS Code, Jupyter Notebook, and the MySQL part. That's all. For the next question,
Neha, you can ask from others.
yeah, I asked from others. Hello.
Yes. So tell me the question, please.
Uh, the question is, did you encounter any performance issues? How did you identify and address them?
Okay, so yes, so I found one performance issue while I performing the EDA part, and the performance issue is not that much critical, but it is a warning in the pandas, or you can say from the Jupyter notebook, because I was using the color or hue plate with the same column only, so it is showing an error. In the end it performs the code, but it is showing some errors. So by to overcome that challenge, or you can say the performance issue, I basically divided my histogram in, like, for the visualization purpose, the hue color into the y-axis, and the like color into the particular base color into the x-axis. So that's how I overcome that particular performance issue, and that's how I eh, managed to tackle that warning error by Jupyter Notebook. So if we move on to the next question, so the next question is for Ujjwal, which is
Yes.
can you explain a situation where you had to make a critical decision that impacted the project's direction?
Yeah. So when I initially started the project, then I have only used the libraries like request and my beautiful setup. So, however, I progress, I noticed that the website has a multiple pages and I scrape only the first page. So at that point, I make a critical decision to go with the data with the take the all pages data. So where I choose to rewrite the scraper dynamically loop using the loop so that I can scrap all the 50 pages from the URL of the website. So this decision significantly improved the project quality. Instead of the first page only, I have scrapped all the pages by keep the data of all the 1,000 books. So this moment taught me the very it gives a major impact to the project's usefulness and success. That's it. Now my question is from Neha. How do you manage version control and collaboration in the project?
For the version control, we all have worked on the same platform and the version, so there was no issue for the versions. And for the collaboration part, the every work was assigned to each team member. Like the wave scraping part was done by Ujjwal, the SQL part was done by me, and the EDA part and the visualization part was done by the others. When the work was completed, the each work was shared in the WhatsApp group, and after visualizing all the queries, we can just suggest if any changes needed there, and we just like this we completed this project. That's all. So next question from others. Were there any trade-offs you had to make while working on the project? How did you prioritize?
Okay, yes. So, yes, there are few trade-offs made during the project, and basically the first trade-off is depth versus a breadth of analysis. I can say the trade-off is, instead of covering every possible value, we focused deeply on rating, price, and availability. So, prioritization is we prioritized variable with the most direct impact on the consumer behavior and the clearest data quantity or quality also. The second trade-off is basically advanced modeling versus clear insight. So trade-off is basically we choose a descriptive analysis and correlation and insights over building complex predictive models. We can say, or I can say, the model is basically a data visualization model, which is a histogram model or bar chart model. And prioritization simply is the clarity were prioritized to meet the time constraints. The and then at the last that I noticed, the last trade-off was perfect data cleaning versus timely deliver. So actually, and the trade-off is basically we expected a small number of non-critical missing and inconsistent values instead of spending more time on perfect data wrangling. So because of usual web scraping, we did not found none like duplicate values or null values at almost zero. So yes, prioritization is delivering a meaningful insights from that data, and over on time was more valuable than minor improvements in the data quality. So that's all.
Okay.
The next question is for Ujjwal, and which
Yes.
is describe a piece of feedback you received on your project and how you implemented it.
Okay. So while working on the project, I take regularly feedbacks from my teammates, from Adarsh and Neha. So the feedback I got while working on the scraping part. So firstly, I have scraped only the first part of the website, like first page of the website. Then I shows them my project. Then I got the feedback like I have to implement all the pages of the website, like 50 pages of the website. So I have curated their feedback and work on the project hardly, and it improves my skills. And I after scraping, I have done it to the CSV file, and so yeah, this feedback really improved both the quality of the project and my coding skills. Okay.
Okay, Jul. Next question, Jul.
Uh, yeah. So my question is from Neha. Um, what would you do differently if you were to start this project over again?
So if I would have to do this project differently in future, I will try to add some more columns, and after that I can perform more SQL queries where I can find the information which are useful for the EDA part and the visualization part. And after that we can add more questions and more visualization part in the Jupyter notebook so that we can get the information about the data that we are working on. Okay, the next question is for others. Can you explain the architecture of your project? Why is it
Yes.
designed this way?
Okay. Yes. So the basic architecture is a three-tier architecture of our project. First is the web scraping. The another one is SQL, which is a structured query language to find out the key insights. And the another is to implement those insight and verify those insight by the help of EDA, which is exploratory data analysis, which we the data got from like web scraping. So the project is structured in this manner is because first we have to we need some data to perform SQL or EDA. So because without data it is not possible to perform other two tasks. So that's why on the first level or on the first tier we put the web scraping. Other than that, on the second tier we can do swap also between the EDA and the SQL part. But I believe why SQL is I is on the second tier, because when we are performing EDA, so we require some insights to follow that insights, or we require some key points to find out our logic or trading around that particular points only. So with the help of SQL, we found that our project is more oriented around the pricing and the availability of the books. And hence, after getting this insight, I performed my EDA part, and that's why I structured our project in this three tier. The next question is, how did you ensure the scalability and security of your project? And this question is for Ujjwal. So Ujjwal, could you please
Okay.
answer this?
Yeah, yeah. So to ensure the scalability and the security of the project, I have wrote the code by breaking the escapers into the function so that each function has their own work. Like one function is to get there the page, another is for extracting the data, and another function is to handle the page. So this made it easier for the code uh, for the scalability. Like if I want to add more functionality to the project, then we only have to create another function and we can add the functionality to the code. So and it's make it very scalable because I use the loop to handle all the 50 pages so that um, the hard coding of the URLs, it can be done into the CSV file. And in terms of the security, I use the error handling so that the code avoid the crashes, and it makes the code very scalable and secure proof. Okay. And the question is, how do you collaborate with other team members on this project? Can you give an example how you resolve this conflict or a disagreement? This question is for Neha.
Okay. This thing was very difficult for me because as we know, I was from business analytics batch and my other team members was from business data science. So they were also not available on the Slack. So it was difficult for me to connect with them. So I told my IA that I'm getting issues for connecting them. So he's suggested me to exchange our numbers so that we can connect to each other. So in this way, I shared my number to my team members, and in this way, I connected with them and made a group, WhatsApp group, where we discussed our project and completed our project. For the conflict and disagreement, there was nothing like that. Every work was shared between their team members, and they performed the task very well. They used to share their task after completing them in the WhatsApp group, and everyone used to give the feedback. Like if there any changes needed, we used to change that part and just completed our project in this way. So the next question is from others. Describe a situation where you had to incorporate feedback from others into your project.
Yes, so during the mid review of the project, I presented my initial findings on book ratings and price trends to our peer group and mentor. So, one key piece of feedback was that while the data analysis was solid, the insights were too technical, or I can say for the general audience, right? For only for the general audience. So, the action taken by me is I simplified the visualization by using more intuitive charts like a bar chart and scatter plot instead of complex heat maps. I rewrote key insights in a plain language, focusing on the so what, how the trends impact decision making. And I also added brief takeaways under each graph in the presentation. The result is the final presentation was much better received. The viewer could understand the pattern without needing deep data knowledge. And at last, I can say the last result I got, or we got, it showed me the value of audience focused communication and led to a more impactful delivery. So that is all about the this answer. And I believe
Okay.
the last question is, what was your contribution to the project? And I should believe like everyone should give the answer one by one. So first I would like to invite to give the opportunity to Ujjwal to give this answer, and after that we'll follow up the hierarchy.
Okay. Yeah. So my contribution to the project, like I firstly scrap the website into the CSV file. So first of all, I took the website and write a code in the Python so that I can scrap all the data of the website into a CSV file and load it into the CSV. And then I handed over the CSV file to the Neha so that she can work on the SQL part. So over to you, Neha.
Thank you, Ujjwal. So after the scrapping part, I got the CSV file. After that, I uploaded the CSV file on the MySQL workbench, and there I performed some queries. where we can perform, where I perform many queries and got the information like maximum price and minimum price according to the ratings, the price distribution of each ratings, and the book titles, length, and everything related to them. After that, the EDA part and visualization part was done by the others. So it's over to you, others.
Thank you so much, Neha. So, I got the key insight from Neha SQL part, which is our project is more revolves around the pricing and the distribution of the stocks. So my EDA part is revolve around that only. But before EDA, I perform the pre-processing part because we need a clean data to perform the EDA to get the best insight from our data. So I performed the EDA part, pre-processing part. After that, we got the clean data, and we perform basic EDA, which is average, total average and total number of books, and sum of and the count of books and the stocks, pricing, rating, and etc. After that, I implemented data visualization to find the key trends of the data, and we found some five key insights, which shows like overall. I want to summarize our strong inventory management system. Our data, or we can say our inventory management system, is more revolves around the pricing of the books and the rating of the books, which is for the targeted audience. So that's all, about my part of the EDA, and we all contributed in this project.
Okay, let's conclude the video then.
Yes.